Here are 5 songs by the lead guitarist of Queen, Brian May. Most Queen fans are well aware of the insight and depth of Brian May's lyrics. These 5 are perfect examples. Number 5, White Queen, As It Began. The lyrics to this track always seemed quite cryptic to me, talking about a woman who was possibly blind. The scales fell from my eyes when I read an interview with Brian May. He indicated that the song was about falling in love or becoming infatuated with someone while not having the courage to actually speak to them. Brian May related his own experience on this. I remember being totally in love with this girl from biology, and I never ever talked to her. This key of understanding unlocks the lyrics. For example, White Queen, how my heart did ache. The name White Queen reflects the perfection we see in those we admire from afar. The final lines indicate that when the singer finally plucks up the courage to speak to the object of his desires, it is too late, probably because she has found someone else. And so the infatuation ends as it began. When it began, he admired the White Queen from afar, and that is how it ended, because she never realized his feelings. Hence the line. It ends as it began. Number 4, 39. Most Queen fans are well aware what this track is all about, but it is nevertheless quite remarkable. It is, of course, a kind of science fiction piece performed ironically in a country or folk style. I quote Wiki's summary. The song relates the tale of a group of space explorers who embark on what is, from their perspective, a year-long voyage. Upon their return, however, they realize that 100 years have passed because of the time dilation effect in Einstein's special theory of relativity, and the loved ones they have left behind are now all dead or aged. Once this is understood, the somewhat otherwise baffling lyrics all make sense. Consider the line, "Don't you hear my call, though you're many years away." This is, of course, a pun. When May sings, "You're many years away," it means on the one hand that time separates him from his partner. A century has passed, and she is now dead. But it is also a reference to light years, which is a measure of distance. This indicates how far away he has traveled. Clearly, the lyrics of an astrophysicist. Number 3, Dragon Attack. Dragon Attack is an infectious track that is an undeniable highlight of the game album. A funky riff underlines the rhythm of the song. But what is the song all about? While I acknowledge that the lyrics are abstract enough to allow multiple and varied interpretations, the song is too carefully structured and written to just reflect random thought patterns. Let me be explicit. Dragon Attack is about the recording process itself. Consider the following verse. Gonna use my stack. It's gotta be Mac. Gotta get me on the track. Gotta drag it on my back. The stack refers to May's amplifier stack. Mac is a reference to the engineer of the game album. The track is obviously the tape track where the music is recorded. The Dragon on My Back is probably a reference to previous commercial musical successes such as Bohemian Rhapsody, We Will Rock You, and We Are the Champions. These serve to color audience expectations. These expectations actually limit creativity and want Queen to reproduce similar songs. Brian May is saying that he needs to get rid of this dragon on his back in order to permit his creativity and originality to flourish. Later in the song, he suggests this can be accomplished if things just slow down and the recording process not be rushed. Number 2, Dead on Time. Dead on Time from the Jazz album is one of those songs where the lyrical content is imitated by the accompanying music. It is a song about living life at a frenetic pace in order to get everything done on time. The speed of the song is similarly pacey. The title of the song is of course Dead on Time, although the main repeated line in the song is Leave on Time. In fact, the line Dead on Time only occurs once in the song, at the very end. This lends a dual meaning. The first, as already indicated, is that we rush around desperately in life trying to accomplish all sorts of things that ultimately probably don't matter that much. But the final verse gives a more sinister tone. This indicates that leaving on time has to do with our death and not merely getting to some destination on time as we rush around. Consider these lyrics.
Leave on time, try to keep yourself alive, but you leave on time, but you leave on time, dead on time.
The shout out to the song Keep Yourself Alive reasserts that you have to carry on living to appreciate the fruits of your labor. And just in case you thought the song doesn't carry this meaning, the final line of the song makes it clear.
You're dead!
Number 1. We Will Rock You. We Will Rock You has 3 verses that seem to indicate the 3 main ages of a man. Verse 1 begins with, Buddy, you're a boy. The second says, Buddy, you're a young man. And the third, Buddy, you're an old man. But for this video, I'm just going to look at the title and repeated chorus line.
We will rock you.
The meaning of the word rock is critical here. Its most self-evident meaning is simply that it is a typical line in a rock song. However, its meaning in the context of the lyrics is more significant. The word rock in this context means to daze or stagger a person with a vigorous blow, as a boxer might rock his opponent with a heavy punch. It can also mean to astonish or disturb greatly. The person called Buddy is rocked, disturbed, disrupted, or unsettled by the collective we of the song. In terms of the first line,
Buddy, you're a boy, make a big noise playing in the street.
the boy of the song has a lot to say, but it comes to naught because there is a greater power in society that promises to successfully undermine and shake his confidence. This power will rock him. This means that the direction of the song is determined by who the we of the song is and who the buddy is. Who is rocking who? Brian May has suggested that the line, We will rock you, while sung in a loud and confident manner, contains an element of irony. Either way, We will rock you is carried by a great line that is more complex than it may first appear. How do you hear it?
Sing it! We will rock you.
Okay, I know that the Prophet's song is a really notable exclusion to this list, but what else would you have included? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for listening. Please like and subscribe to my channel. Peace always, and stay well.